match here featuring number 1 seed Mahesh against an Egyptian player, Omar ElKattan. I'm Chris Ryder, I'm joined by Andrew Cross. Cross, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Chris, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's sunny in England for once, so I'm not too bad. I presume you're all good in Malaysia, are you?
Yeah, all good here, mate. I've heard you've got a few days of a bit of a heat wave going on.
Yeah, the summer's arrived. It'll be over by Friday, but apart from that, we're fine.
Yeah, the snow will be back on Saturday, yeah?
Yeah, genuinely. Genuinely. Right, I'm quite looking forward to this match. I haven't seen Omar play before, but I've actually, well, I have played actually Mahesh, and he chopped me up when I was in a PSL match a couple of years ago. He's a fit, strong boy, and I think he's up to his highest ranking, is he, at the moment? He's top 50 now.
Yeah, he's up at 47 at the moment. I watched him play I watched him play Asal a couple of weeks ago in CIB. I think it was just before Christmas, and I thought he played really well that day. So yeah, it looks like he's added a lot to his game. You're right, he's a nice big strong boy. Obviously he's into a bit of CrossFit as well.
Yeah, I think I follow him on Instagram, and he's always doing a pull-up or some sort of like thruster movement.
Yeah, putting us all to shame.
Do you know much about Omar?
Yeah, I've actually seen him a few times in Malaysia. I think he's been once or twice for a couple of events, but it was quite a few years ago. I haven't really seen much of him since then. I think Mahesh is going to probably want to find his lines nice and early and try and take away the middle of the court here. Nice cross-court flick to start.
Yeah, he read that. He was all over that one, wasn't he? But you can see instantly that Mahesh wants to be on that tee, dominant. I think the yellow t-shirt helps, makes him stand out there.
That's a nice cross-court nick at the back of the box, just what you want at the start of the match.
I saw Omar's results. He has had a win over a top 50 player, Ben Coleman. I'm sure Ben will appreciate me saying that, but that's what it said on the PSA results anyway. So
I'm sure he will love
he's
that.
obviously got it in him.
Yeah, obviously Mahesh is just coming back from having played last week in India. Sorry, played last week in Egypt. But again, I think he played well again last week, so looking like he's found a little bit of form, Mahesh. Obviously he's had some good workouts during lockdown in Finland. He'll need a better serve than that though, I'm afraid.
Oh. Yeah, Omar absolutely hammered that into the straight neck. That was pretty impressive.
It's a great return of serve, and then follow it up with that straight nick.
And he is looking for the nick again and again.
Yeah, it's finding some awkward angles here to start. He read that as well. It's making life a little bit uncomfortable for Mahesh.
I think when you're playing a number 1 seed and you're the underdog, then you've got to go in and just give them something to think about, haven't you? And I think Omar's, so far, he's done a pretty good job of that, of, you know, really gambling on a couple of movements. One of them paid off, one of them didn't. You know, he's gone for some quite big shots, you know, and he could have paid off with, you know, a decent lead at the start. As it is, he's in the hunt, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I think we just spoke about it in the previous match about being competitive, and I think, you know, Omar's want to give a good show here. Probably for me that was a stroke to Mahesh, but he's going to have to just get on with it. He's gone for another one.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, he's taking risks and he's you know, backing himself to get off to a good start. You know, and I think that whole thing of, I know Mahesh has played once or twice this year, but it's still not a lot, is it? So if you can catch someone cold, then it can really send you up in a match. I don't feel that's
he wants to. No, I don't feel so either. It's great. I thought it was a pretty good shot from Mahesh there. Stayed nice and straight. It stayed nice and tight. Mahesh not wanting to give away the tee area.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, it's a good finish.
Good simple squash, really, wasn't it? It's got him trapped behind.
Yeah, I like that.
Took it early on the volley. Quality.
Yeah, very good that from Mahesh. I would say probably going to need to start getting ready to cover those returns of serve. There's a few now that have gone in.
There's some serious skills on the show from Omar, though. That rally was full of them.
It was a brilliant boast from the back. Stayed so short.
Lucky to get a let there.
Yeah, I felt that stayed very tight.
Yeah, had a long way to go. He's gone for it again.
He's
got it. This is pretty entertaining stuff. He's not holding back.
Yeah, he's not at all. He's just hitting them. That's good from Mahesh. I think he's got to be really careful here with his serve. He knows it's going to go short, probably.
Well, that's one of the dangers. He took another gamble there, and he was way off. To be honest, it wasn't the time to do it, was it?
No,
You've got to be very clever about those if you're going to do it.
Didn't really look like it was ever going cross court either, did it?
No, it was more in hope than any sort of workings out.
Yeah. We went for another one. First tin he's made so far. Very nice short kill at the front there from Mahesh.
Not happy about some of the movement there, but I thought Mahesh played that pretty well. He was pretty centre there. He didn't give much away, did he? And while Omar hit some pretty, frankly, amazing angles and winners there, you know, he also the percentages caught up with him in the end. He started catching the tin, looked a bit more tired, and I thought Mahesh just kind of got that length better and established himself on the tee. So. And now the problem for Omar now is the element of surprise is gone. So Mahesh will know what to expect second game, and maybe be able to cope with that. So really, it's on Omar to do something a bit different, or just really crank up those winners to another level.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Chris. I think you've nailed it perfectly, really. That element surprise, I think Mahesh should be ready for that second game, although there's a few little awkward angles in there.
Yeah, it's quite an unorthodox backhand that Omar's got, isn't it? Like he doesn't really have much shoulder turn there, and it's very much through the hands. You know, some incredible feel on that, and obviously some good use of angles. But he's not really threatening the back of the court, I feel, with power. And so that probably allows Mahesh to just step up and cover the front a bit more. Maybe that's what he was doing a bit better, just having a slightly higher tee position, slightly more aware of that front court danger to start off with. So I do think if Omar's going to actually make a dent in this match, he's got to be able to pile pressure on in the back corners as well as the front.
Yeah, he wants to keep Mahesh guessing, really, right? I mean, at the moment, Mahesh knows it's going to go in there. I stand a little bit higher, so he's got to probably push a few more deep. It's quite a cheap error, though, from Mahesh, that one.
Yeah.
That is bottom of the tin there from Omar.
Yeah, even a doubles tin won't help there, will it?
No.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? That was the one pretty much identical, and Mahesh got a let last game, and Omar got a stroke.
Yeah, exactly. It's just finding those little consistencies. And that one's definitely going to be a stroke. Mahesh with a little bit of a surprise there.
Drop shot. Yeah, that was lovely.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if he gets that mix right between, because at the moment Mahesh has just pretty much gone deep, apart from when he's been in front. But that was, keep your opponent honest, and he needs to set himself. I mean, this is looking like it's going Mahesh's way unless something dramatic happens. So he needs to be thinking partly about next rounds and playing his full sort of repertoire of shots.
Nice. Again, he's guessed the right way there, and he's just missed it. But yeah, you're right. He probably wants to be thinking about practicing everything, although tomorrow he's going to be on the glass. And this is just running away a little bit. That's 2 or 3 returns of serve this game. They've gone straight in the bottom of the tin. That one's just stayed in. Oh, he's caught him wrong-footed there in the middle.
Absolutely done him there.
But I mean, even though he's put a few returns in the bottom of the tin, he's only a couple of points behind here at the midpoint of the game. Although he's never quite looked in control of the game, he's still in there. A couple of quick winners and could be back to 6-all.
I'd agree with that. I actually think it will suit him to lengthen out the rallies a little bit now, maybe slow it down and just change the pace a little bit. But this isn't a bad thing to... He might be worried about the physicality of Mahesh, but he still needs to establish control himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, he wants to try and get in front a bit more here. He's just starting to get stuck a little bit behind. I think Mahesh will probably enjoy this as well, though. He'll want that work and then hopefully try and reap the rewards in the next couple of rallies. But that burst is staying really short. Be interesting to see.
There's a couple of big nicks.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who backs up here. Oh, he's gone for it again, straight in.
Great shot.
Back to 6-all.
As soon as he's got an angle, he's straight on it.
that was from Mahesh. It was just nice and quick, nice and early. Omar was stuck at the back of the court, so it was a good time to go short there.
Yeah, really important shot, and I think that'll be more important on the glass court, won't it? When you get people stuck behind you on that glass court, the ball stays a bit shorter than the traditional courts, and it's really kind of taking the ball on the rise, stun type kill. It's such an important shot, really.
Yeah, correct. It'll be very important come the later. Again. Oh.
I'm not sure. Yes, left. Please play on. I made it clear. I'm not sure. It seems it was bouncing. Play left. 7 seconds.
I'm back on it, Crossy, after my screen froze for a little bit there. That's nice controlling squash there from Mahesh. This doesn't stop Omar, he's just keeping on any ball that sits up. And he's on balance, he's going to take it in short. But Mahesh, once again, pretty strong across the mid-court line there. He is good at volleying, he's good at taking the ball in when he's got his opponent stuck behind him. It's a clear game plan, plays to his strengths.
Okay, back with you, Chris.
Yeah, so Mahesh has just started pulling away here. And this pretty much happened in the first game as well. You know, they were tied at 6-all this time. And then a mixture of errors and then just good, solid. I mean, Mahesh is playing some quality squash and made it look pretty simple, to be honest. There we go, so 2-love lead for number 1 seed, and once again the onus is back on Omar ElKattan to do something extraordinary here, really, to have an impact on the game and try and knock out the number 1 seed. Stranger things have happened though in sport.
Yeah. I think Mahesh has played the last rally there a couple of times in that second game, where he's hit a good drive down the forehand side and then he's cut it off nice and quickly into the front right. So it might be a bit of an area for him to look at going forwards. But yeah, you're right. Omar's got it all to do here, so we will see how that goes.
Do you know who Mahesh would be playing tomorrow? When he wins, or if he wins?
It looks like he's got either Mazen Gamal or a wild card who is a young Indian player, Navneet Prabhu. Either of those two, they should be playing at the moment on court number 4.
I think that transition to the glass is always something that is really difficult to cope with as a player. Like, you kind of feel like early rounds of the tournament you can play yourself into some form, and then your targets change, you know, your heights, your paces, the severity of cut that you require on the ball. And even the way you're seeing the ball, like, you know, it's a different sort of sighting on the glass court, and you have to adapt again. It's like restarting the tournament sometimes. So that can kind of throw a bit of a spanner in the works for a lot of players. I never particularly enjoyed that transition.
Yeah, he's going to need to be sharp. That looks like that. I would have probably more gone down a stroke that line there, probably.
Yeah, agreed.
Mahesh didn't clear at all then. Well, okay, he's got a lucky nick in the back, which probably helps. Makes up for it. Let's say it makes up for it.
So Omar needs a real flyer of a start, I'd say, from here. And he's not got it. That's a good width from Mahesh.
Yeah, it was good width there, just to get that ball past him. Poor serve though, straight on the racket.
This is more structured play here from Omar. That's very good rally, that. I mean, that was a combination of like 4 good shots in a row, starting with a really genuinely tight length, and that actually allowed him to take control of the volley for the first time.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's probably a good start that he wanted, and then he just forced that backhand a little bit too much. Just clipped the top of the tin. Some big movements here though. That's a great lob from Mahesh.
This is the problem with going kind of exclusively short, is unless it's brilliant, you're going to be under pressure, you're going to be countered a lot, and you're actually going to be doing a lot of the work.
It's interesting that he just kind of goes short and then quite sometimes just hangs back a bit. You know, if Mahesh could take it in, although it is nice and bouncy there. That was where he was looking for that quick one in. It's a great shot. It's a great low cross court.
I can imagine Omar is just a nightmare to play, like home conditions, you know, when he's on his game, completely on his game, and it's a bit more competitive, then, you know, I think he'd be a really awkward customer to play against. Because you just don't know what he's going to do you? He's very unpredictable, unorthodox, difficult to read.
Yeah, you know, he's got a few comments here and there just to try and kind of throw you off. It's not easy at all, is it? If you leave that ball in that good hitting area for him, it's going to be very difficult to play. Mahesh, I feel, has got to try and make this court nice and big.
He caught the tin there, did he?
I thought, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he did. I think he caught the tin. It's difficult to see. But
and then I thought
if he didn't, then he rolled the 3-wall Nick post again.
Yeah. That's a great volley from Mahesh, nice and quick. Keeps getting into that
right.
front
You're
right.
100% right about the quality of his serve, though, aren't you? I mean, Mahesh really got to be hitting the side wall more often than he is.
I mean, yeah, it's just the first opportunity of the rally, really, to attack. I mean, from Mahesh's off serve, Omar has at the moment a lot of options to be hitting winners and applying that first pressure of the rally. If Mahesh can get his serve a bit better, he can then take control of the rally, but at the moment, he's got another little opportunity there. Sometimes these guys just need some small angles to play with to apply pressure. He's not far away there with another clean winner, but he catches the top of the tin again. Just kind of run away from him here. He had a 5-3 lead, and now he's 8-5 down.
Well, that could have gone anyway, that. I mean, I felt there was a line really to get through.
Yeah, I felt so as well. Probably could have just got there. That's a beautiful drop. Didn't need to be that good, but it was.
For the cameras.
Yeah, it's kind of just looks like there's not going to be too much more resistance here. No, it was way too far.
I think he visited every corner in that court there a couple of times in that rally.
Yeah, one base of interesting time for a towel break.
Well, he's getting ready for a big push here.
Oh yeah, I feel there's going to be a very quick return of serve here. Oh, he pushed it long. That was too good, that from Mahesh.
Yeah, well, that was a very enjoyable match actually. Like there was a lot of willing from Omar there, Omar ElKattan. He loses out 3-love to a very strong-looking Mahesh, #1 seed. But I enjoyed that, Andrew. Like I thought that was it was fun, wasn't it? Like he obviously plays squash with a lot of passion, Omar, and you know, he finds unusual angles. I enjoyed watching him.
Yeah, there's plenty of entertainment in there. Plenty of nicks for us to see. And I thought it was good, pretty good from Mahesh. I'm sure he'll want to come back and do a little bit better tomorrow. I think then probably tomorrow will be a little bit tougher, but it's going to be on the glass. I probably need to find his range on the glass to start with. But yeah, all in all, that was a good match for both of us to watch.
Yeah, great stuff. And another player through for the Indians with Abhay Singh and Mahesh as well. 2 Indian players going through in the men's draw.
Yeah, fantastic for them. Great. It's the reason that you host events, right? Is you want the local players to do well. It's a big event, and it's good to have 2 players moving into tomorrow's quarterfinals.
Yeah, so quarterfinals tomorrow. That was the last match. I think the other match is actually happening on the other court if people want to tune into that. But we'll be back tomorrow for quarterfinal action for men's and women's.